G'day and welcome to Wine Week. I'm Danny.
And I'm Brad.
Brad, you're going to start us this week?
I'm going to start with a Chardonnay this week, and this is one of the really good examples of new Aussie Chardonnay that's around at the moment, and this is the Seppelt Jaluka Chardonnay. This is the 2007, so it's pretty recently released, this one, and it is a fine example of what you can do with Chardonnay now that doesn't involve a lot of oak, doesn't involve a big buttery finish. You know, there's room in the market for those style of wines, but if you want a more easy drinking style, then this is your go. I was actually surprised at the price of this one. I actually expected it to be a little dearer than it was. Where the recommended retail on this is sort of mid to high 20s, sort of $26, $27, but it is one of those ones, because it's Seppelt, it does get regularly put on sale, and sometimes you can find it as low as about 20 bucks a bottle, which if you do it, go out, get a few, drink it with your mates, because it's a great Aussie Chardonnay that's really sort of leading the way with what they're doing with Chardonnay in Australia right now.
Yeah, not too flabby, this one, unlike far too many Chardonnays out there, which is why we don't do them week after week. That's not it. Anyhow, moving on, the next thing that we're going to have a look at is a Bay of Fires Sparkling Rosé. Now, two reasons why we decided to do this week. Not only is it a good wine, but Bay of Fires in Tasmania just recently named by Lonely Planet as the hottest tourist destination in the world.
That's a big call.
It is a very, very big call. And also sparkling, because it's coming around to spring racing carnival time down here in Australia. And look, everybody loves a sparkling, especially the ladies. And this is a beauty because, you know, rosé, but it's not pushing that over-the-top sweetness. It doesn't taste just like a big glass of Turkish Delight, this. It's a little bit drier than that, so it is capable of actually kind of matching with food and not just being lolly water. So, yeah, a really good wine, named after a brilliant spot. Really good idea for this spring racing because, you know, dry rosé sparklings are going to be very, very hot this year, so look out for this one.
Yeah, and look, Bay of Fire's doing great work with their top-end stuff. We had a look at the Arras, but this is a bit more in the price budget of sort of 20, 25 bucks, so worth a look.
Very good.
I'm going to finish this week looking at a bit of a bargain red of the week. This is the Kiri Hill Companions Cab Merlot. Now, this one really is great value because we picked this up for about $13 or $14 a bottle, which is fantastic considering, again, the quality here. What they've done in Kiri Hill, they've taken some Cabernet grapes from the Clare Valley and taken some Merlot grapes from the Adelaide Hills because they reckon that those two areas are prime for those grapes. Mixed it up together, and they've come up with a blend that comes together really nicely at a really good price point. I was surprised again that this one snuck in at that price because Kiri Hill, again, is an example of a winery that's doing really good work with their more expensive stuff, but they've got such good quality grapes that they can afford to whack something in the bottle that's a lot more easier on the hip pocket for us. And look, they're also a progressive winery, Kiri Hill. We managed to find a Facebook page for this for the Companions wine, and not only that, they're on Twitter as well. So, you know, these guys are out there doing everything. So it's the Kiri Hill Companions Cab Merlot. It's really worth a look.
Yeah, now, speaking of Twitter, you'll also find us on Twitter.
We're on Twitter.
Just named Wine Week, rather obviously, so come on, those of you who are doing it, follow us on Twitter. We'll let you know when the new episodes are out, but also the things that we're drinking night by night as the updates happen. So, yeah, follow us on Twitter, watch us on the web, watch us on your iPhone, your iPod.
We're everywhere.
All over the shop. So anyhow, that's it for this week on Wine Week, and we'll see you all again on the web, on your phone, whenever.
See you next week.